Okay, good morning. Welcome to GATE coaching session. This is for benefit. This scheme is benefit of SCSC students for higher education under AICT Pre-Rana scheme. Today, I going to discuss about chemical process industries, and the session is sulfur and sulfuric acids. Myself, T. Usharani, ASP Chemical Engineering, Erode Sengundar Engineering College. Today we discussed about Today we going to discuss about sulfur and sulfuric acid industries related topics of GATE coaching class. So in the topics are e- elemental sulfur mining by Frass process. Second topic is sulfur production by oxidation reduction of H2S. And third topic is sulfur and sulfuric acid from pyrites. And then sulfuric acid, the production of sulfuric acid by two methods. One is contact process, another one is chamber process. Sulfur. Sulfur is the most important basic raw material in the chemical process industries. Sulfur exists nature in both free state and combined state in ores such as pyrite FeSO2. It is a yellow solid which is found in large quantity but in various forms throughout the world. The vast majority of sulfur is used to produce most important industrial chemical, sulfuric acid. Sulfur also used to vulcanize the rubber, process which make the rubber harder and increase its velocity. Relatively small amount of are used in manufacturing of fireworks and fungicides, sterilizing agents in medicines. Then properties. The properties of sulfur. The atomic weight is 32.07. Melting point is 11.11.115.21 degrees Celsius. Boiling point is 717.8 Kelvin, and density of this liquid is 1.8819 gram per centimeter cube. It is a yellow color, brittle at room temperature, brittle solid at room temperature. Sulfur does not conduct electricity. It is insoluble in water. Sulfur will react with both metals and nonmetals. It reacts with magnesium metal to form magnesium sulfides. It reacts with oxygen to produce sulfur dioxide gas. Sulfur exists in the following forms: rock lump, molten, ground powder, sublimed powder. The consumption pattern of petroleum. Uses and distribution. The sulfur is used as a fertilizer in 65 percentage. The distribution is 65 percentage, and used in titanium and other pigments. It is distribution is 2 percentage. Chemicals used as the chemicals. Its distribution is 5 percentage. Iron and steel. It is a distribution is 3 percentage. Rayon and film industries used as a sulfur. It is distribution is 10 percentage. Petroleum. It is used in petroleum is 2 percentage. Non-acid industries example CS2, gunpowder, etc. used as a 10 percentage. Miscellaneous is 3 percentage. Next, classification of process. There are three types of classification of process are there. One is elemental sulfur mining from salt dumps, that is a Frass process, and second one is hydrogen sulfide conversion from natural gas and industrial gases, that is industrial gas, that is Classius process, and third one is from iron pyrites. These are the three classification of sulfur production process. The next, the Frass process. The bronze process, it's a 90 percentage of all elemental sulfur of the world is obtained from the sulfur bearing process limestone in the salt dumps by Fras process. Hermann Frost devised the following ingenious method of melting the sulfur underground and pumping it up to the surface. The Fras process, superheated water is pumped into the sulfur deposit. And what will happen? The sulfur will melt and it is extracted. The melted sulfur is extracted. The Fras process is able to produce high purity of sulfur. Underline this word. The Fras process is able to produce high purity of sulfur. It is very important. It is very important and for gate exams. This type of questions is asked for gate exams. Mark, note it down. And then in the Fras process, three concentric tubes are introduced into the sulfur deposit. So in Fras process, three concentric tubes are introduced. One introduced into the sulfur deposit. The superheated water is injected into that deposit via outermost tube. Outermost tube, we are in the injected superheated water. The temperature range is 165 degrees Celsius. Pressure is 2.5 to 3 megapascal. And then sulfur melting point range is, note it down this also it is a very important. Sulfur melting point is 115 degrees Celsius. It melts and flows into the middle tube. So the outermost tube we are injecting superheated water and that superheated water containing 165 degrees Celsius. The sulfur melting point is 115 degrees Celsius. So sulfur melts and flows into the middle tube. So that melted sulfur it moves to the middle tube. The water pressure alone is unable to force the sulfur into the surface. So water pressure alone is to force the sulfur into surface. So underground we cannot recover the sulfur to top. So that's why we are introducing due to the molten sulfur great density. So the hot air is introduced via innermost tube. So innermost tube we are introducing the hot air. The what will happen? To froth the sulfur, make it less dense. So it froth the sulfur and make it less dense and pushing to the surface. The sulfur obtained can very pure form. That is the pure form. The range is 99.7 to 99.8 percentage. In this form, it is light yellow in color. If contaminated by organic compound, it can be dark colored. Most of the world sulfur was obtained this way until the late century, 20th century, when sulfur recovered from the petroleum and gas sources, recovered sulfur become more commonplaces. This is the diagram. There are three tubes are injected into the underground. The yellow colored shows the molten sulfur. In outermost tube, we are introducing superheated water, 165 degrees Celsius, and innermost tube, we are introducing air to recover the sulfur underground to surface. The yellow color is sulfur. Now the next process is gaseous process. The gaseous process is a catalytic chemical process that is used for converting gaseous hydrogen sulfide, that is used to converting gaseous hydrogen sulfide H2S into elemental sulfur. H2S into elemental sulfur. So second process is the conversion of H2S into elemental sulfur. This process is commonly referred to as a sulfur recovery unit, that is SRU. It is very widely used to produce sulfur from the hydrogen sulfide found in raw natural gas. This method is mainly used for raw natural gas. and form the byproduct of sour gases containing hydrogen sulfide that is derived from refining crude oils. What is the Clausius reaction? That is nothing but the Clausius reaction to convert, or note it down, that is very, these reactions are very important in gate exams. The Clausius reaction to convert H2S into elemental sulfur requires the presence of 1 mole of SO2 for each 2 mole of H2S. 2H2S, it react with SO2, it produces 3S, that is sulfur plus H2O. The provide the ratio of component. The first step in the Clausius process is the combination of one third of the H2S in the feed gas. H2S plus 1.5 O2 gives SO2 plus H2O. The equation 1 and 2, combining the equation 1 and 2, the overall reaction is 2H2S plus O2, it gives 2S plus H2O. The typical feed gas composition is the component is divided into 6 columns. The component, mole percentage, weight percentage, component, mole percentage, weight percentage. From an amine process, H2S, the mole percentage is 82.1 and weight percentage is 80.8. CO2 is 11.9 and weight percentage is 15.1. Ammonia, nil. H2O, 4 percentage, 2.1 percentage. Hydrocarbon, 2. This is for the amine process, amine outlet. This is for the sour water stripper. H2S is 26.7 per weight mole percentage and weight is 40.2. Carbon dioxide is 2.6 mole percentage and weight percentage is 5.1. Ammonia 39.4 percentage and 29.7 percentage. H2O 31.3 percentage and 25.0 percentage. Hydrocarbon is nil. So note it down. This is very important. H2S is hydrogen sulfide. CO2 is nothing but carbon dioxide. Ammonia, NH3 is ammonia. H2O is water. HC is hydrocarbon. Then next the process description of Clausius process. This is the this is gate coaching class for chemical process industry ma. So listen. The feed gas is burned in a reaction furnace using sufficient combustion air to burn only one third of the H2 it contains. That is accomplished by using flow ratio controller to provide the required ratio of combustion air to feed gas. The reaction furnace pressure and temperature is maintained at about 1.5 bar gauge and 1000 degrees Celsius. At those conditions, the Clausius reaction occurs thermally in the reaction furnace without requiring any catalyst. So note it down. This word is very important for GATE exams. About 70 percentage of 70% of the H2S in the feed gas is thermally converted into elemental sulfur in the reaction furnace. The hot reaction product gas containing gaseous sulfur is used to produce steam in a boiler called waste heat boiler. Steam in a boiler is called waste heat boiler. About 70% of the H2S in the feed gas is thermally converted into elemental sulfur in the reaction furnace. The hot reaction product gas containing gaseous sulfur, it is used to produce steam in a boiler called waste gas heat boiler, which result in cooling the gases. What is the use of waste heat boiler? That is cooling the gases. The gas is then further cooled and condensed in a heat exchanger while producing additional steam. The condensed liquid sulfur is separated from the remaining unreacted gas in the outlet end of the condenser and sent to product storage. The separated gas is then reheated and enters the first catalytic reactor, the maintaining at an average temperature of about 305 degrees Celsius. where about 20% of H2S in the feed gas is converted into elemental sulfur. So in first reactor, the temperature is 305 degrees Celsius. The 20% conversion will take place. That is, H2S converted into elemental sulfur is 20%. The outlet product gas from the first reactor is cooled in another condenser while also producing steam. Again, the condensed liquid sulfur is separated from the remaining unreacted gas in the outlet end of the condenser and sent to product storage. And sent to product storage. The catalytic reactor each contain a bed of catalyst with depth of 90 to 20 centimeter. The catalytic bed range is, you note it down this question. In gaseous process, the catalytic reactor, it contains bed of catalyst with the depth, the height range is 90 to 120 centimeter. The most widely used gaseous reaction catalyst in porous aluminum oxide. What in gaseous reaction? Which type of catalyst is used? That is porous aluminum oxide. That is Al2O3. Note it down. This also commonly referred to as a alumina. The alumina catalyst wants its activity to a very high surface area of 300 meter square per gram or higher. About 95% of that surface area is provided by pores having diameter of less than 8 nanometer. The separated gas from the second condenser is sent to another heater and the sequence of gas reheat, catalytic reaction, condensation and separation of liquid sulfur from unreacted gas is repeated for the second and third reactors at successfully lower reactor temperature. About 5% and 3% of the H2S in the feed gas is thermally converted into elemental sulfur in the second reactor and third reactors respectively. For a well-designed and operated gaseous sulfur recovery plant having three catalytic reactors, as shown in the diagram, an overall conversion of at least 98% can be achieved. In fact, at least modern designs can be achieved up to 99.8% conversion. To note it down, nowadays, latest design using the modern designs used to achieve the conversion efficiency is 99.8% of hydrogen sulfide into product sulfur. That is 99 plus or minus plus 100% saleable bright yellow sulfur. The remaining gas separated from the latest condenser is referred to as tail gas and is either burned in an incinerator or further desulfurized in a tail gas treatment unit. Tail gas treatment unit. Next, this shows the systematic diagram of production of elemental sulfur into H2S into elemental sulfur. Next, the third method, that is elemental sulfur production by pyrites or from pyrites. So smelting is a unit process for pyrometallurgical extraction of metal in which gangue minerals are separated from the metal in liquid state. The most important iron sulfide minerals are pyrite. You note it down. The most important iron sulfide minerals are pyrites and macrosite, both FeS2 as well as pyrrhotite or magnetopyrite, the components of which correspond approximately to the formula Fe7S8. They occur in varying purity as sedimentary rock in all formations. and as minor constant in coal deposits. Pyrites are usually slate gray or sometimes greenish in color, depending upon the deposit. Other component apart from gauge materials that are present in varying proportions in pyritic ores include sulfides of nanofibrous metals, especially of copper, zinc, and lead, as well as to lesser extent cobalt, nickel, magnesium, bismuth, silver, and gold. In some cases, pyrites may also contain arsenic, antimony, tellurium, and thallium, as well as fluorides and chlorides. The next, this is the flowsheet for production of elemental sulfur from pyrites. In this flowsheet contains decomposition tower, separator, and crusher, and also electrostatic precipitator to remove the dust. Then there are two reactors are there. One is hot reactor and another one is cold reactor. In that hot reactor, the reaction temperature is 600 degrees Celsius, and that cold reactor, the reaction temperature is 150 degrees Celsius. That H2S is converted into sulfur, and then the condenser used to cool that sulfur, and we are removing the waste arsenic waste using calcium hydroxide plus water in dearsenizer and record as a molten sulfur. And this is for process description of elemental sulfur from pyrites. So pyrites ore is dried in a rotary kiln with flue gases and ground to 200 Ms. It is dispersed with hot combustion gases from oil burners at the top of the vertical circular shaft furnace. Heat dissociation is transferred to FeS2 as it moves down in the suspension. The liquid droplets of FeS are caught in molten horizontal bath, and any silica waste is fluxed with lime and liquid. Is granulated in water to produce 4 grains. The hot gases at 1300 degrees Celsius moves through the high pressure heat recovery boiler cooled to that 1300 degrees Celsius is cooled to 300 degrees Celsius. In first step in sulfur recovery is done in a high temperature catalytic reactor followed by cold catalytic reactor. The two reactors are involving in this process. One is hot reactor, that is high temperature catalytic reactor. Another one is cold temperature catalytic reactor. Then the sulfur gas is condensed on the molten sulfur droplet in spray condenser. Using spray condenser, we can cool the sulfur, molten sulfur. Sulfur as SO2 is obtained by roasting granulated as FeS. The sulfur as SO2 is obtained by roasting granulated FeS. These are the reactions for production of sulfur from pyrites. First reaction is thermal dissociation, that is FeS2. It produce we are applying the heat, it produces 0.5 S2 plus FeS. The delta H is plus 15.98 kilocals. Then next reaction is general combustion. In this reaction, carbon, hydrogen, sulfur, and O2 reacts to produce SO2, H2S, CO, H2O. And then the third reaction is sulfur recovery from gases, that is hot reactor. In this reactor we are maintaining 600 degrees Celsius and catalyst in the presence of catalyst. The reaction is 2 COS plus CS2 plus 2 SO2 react to produce sulfur S6 plus 3 CO2. And third step is sulfur recovery from gases, that is cold stage, that is 280 degrees Celsius, maintaining temperature is 280 degrees Celsius, and the catalyst used for in this cold reactor Al2O3 catalyst. Reaction is 4H2S react with 2SO2. It produces 4H2O plus sulfur S6. In fifth step, fifth reaction is roasting of FES, that is pyrohytotide for SO2 recovery. That is the temperature range is 1000 degrees Celsius. The pressure is 1 atmospheric pressure. That is the reaction is 2 FES plus 3.5 O2 produce Fu2O3 plus 2SO2. The delta H values minus 295.02 kilocalories. Next, we move on to next topic, sulfuric acid. This also it is the gate coaching theory subject for the sulfuric acid topic. It is one of the most sulfuric acid is the one of the most important heavy industrial chemicals due to its has a number of large scale uses, particularly in the phosphate fertilizer industry. The sulfuric acid is mainly used as a fertilizer industry. Next, what is the properties of sulfuric acid? The molecular formula is H2SO4. You note it down. This is very important for GATE exams. Some of the questions asked from these properties. Molecular weight 98.08 gram per mole. Appearance water white, slightly viscous liquid. Boiling point is 290 degrees Celsius and melting point is 10 degrees Celsius. Density is 1.840 gram per ml liquid. Solubility miscible with water in all proportions. So note it down. The sulfuric acid is solubility is miscible with water in all proportions. Then next viscosity 26.7 cp, that is centipoise. Aqueous sulfuric acid solutions are defined by their H2SO4 content in weight percentage terms. Anhydrous 100% sulfuric acid. Sometimes it referred to as a monohydrate, which means that it is monohydrate of SO3. Dissolve any pure quantity of SO3, the forms of oleum. That is, oleum is nothing but fuming sulfuric acid. The physical properties of sulfuric acid. Properties of sulfuric acid and oleum are depend on H2SO4 and SO3 concentrations, temperature and pressure. These are the properties of sulfuric acid, that is chemical properties as well as physical properties. Before that, we are discussing about physical properties and then we are discussing about chemical properties. The chemical properties are dehydrating agent and oxidizing agent, pickling agent, acidic nature agent, etc. We going to discuss about dehydrating agent. Has a great affinity for water and the reaction is extremely exothermic. A large amount of heat is produced due to formation of mono and dihydrates, that is H2SO4 H2O and H2SO4.2 H2O on mixing acid with water. So while preparing dilute solution of H2SO4, the acid should be added to the water slowly with constant stirring. Never add water to the acid. The necessity for these safety precautions is due to the relative density of these two liquids. Water is less than sulfuric acid, less dense than sulfuric acid, meaning water will tend to float on the top of this acid. Used for drying almost all gases except, you note it down, that is very important for GATE exams, except ammonia and H2S. Ammonia except ammonia and H2S. It is corrosive action on skin is also due to dehydration of skin, which then burns and produce itching sensations. Due to dehydrating property, it chars sugar to given carbon, that is C12H22O11 gives 12C plus 11H2O. Also, paper, starch, wood, etc. are charred by concentrated H2SO4 due to the removal of water. It is also used in removing water from various substances such as oxalic acid and formic acid. The reaction is COOH-COOH tends to give H2O plus CO plus CO2. The next chemical property is oxidizing agent. It gives O2 on strong heating. Hot concentration H2SO4 also act as a oxidizing agent. The next, pickling agent. It finds application in pickling, which layers of basic oxides are removed before electroplating, enameling, galvanizing, and soldering. And then next, uses of sulfuric acid. Next, uses of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is widely used in fertilizer industry, mostly in production of phosphoric acid, which is term used to manufacture fertilizers such as triple superphosphate, mono and diammonium phosphates, used for producing superphosphate and ammonium sulfate. Used as an acidic hydrating reaction medium in organic chemical and petrochemical process involving such reactions as a nitration, condensation and dehydration, as well as in oil refining, in which it is used for refining, alkalization and purification of crude oil distillates. And then and another use is in the organic chemical industry, example in the production of TiO2, pigments, hydrochloric acid and hydrofluoric acid. In the metal process industry, example for pickling and descaling steel for leaching copper, uranium and vanadium ores. In hydrometallurgical or ore processing. In the preparation of electrolytic baths for non-fibrous or metal purification and plating. Certain wood pulping process in the paper industry requires sulfuric acid used in textile and chemical fiber process and leather turning. And also another use is manufacture of explosives, detergents and plastics. And then last one is the production of dyes and pharmaceutical industries. These are all uses of sulfuric acid. The next, in spite of many uses, sulfuric acid does not present in the final product. It enters as a gypsum in phosphate fertilizer manufacturing process. The sulfuric acid is used for the 50% of fertilizer industries, and 6% is phosphate industry, and 10% is metal processing industry, 5% is fibers, and 2% is hydrofluoric, and 2% is paints and pigments industries are using for sulfuric acid, and 1% is used for pulp and paper industry. Next, the manufacturing process of sulfuric acid by chamber process. Now listen, this is very important for GATE exams. They also carefully noted down the reactions. This type of reactions are asking for GATE exams. The lead chamber process for the manufacture of sulfuric acid dates back about 200 years. Although less efficient than contact process, it is still of considerable commercial importance. The main raw material for production of sulfuric acid is sulfur and air. The sulfur is 400 kg, air is 399 kg. The reactions are plus O2 gives, this is irreversible reaction, produce SO2. The delta H value is minus 70.9 kilocalories. And then second reaction is 4 FeS2 react with 11 O2 to produce 2 FeO2 Fe2O3 plus 8 SO2. And then third reaction, SO2 plus NO2 gives SO3 plus NO. And fourth reaction is SO3 plus H2O. It is a reversible reaction. It produces H2SO4. The del H value is minus 92.0 kilocalories. And then our next reaction is NO plus O2. It is also irreversible reaction to produce 2NO2. The del H value is minus 27.1 kilocalories. And the next reaction, NaNO3 react with H2SO4. It produces NaHSO4 plus HNO3. And next reaction is 2HNO3 react with 2SO2 to produce 2SO3 plus H2O plus NO plus O2. And the next reaction is NO plus NO2 plus 2H2SO4. It gives 2NO dot HSO2 plus H2O. The last reaction is 2ON dot OSO2OH plus react with water. This is a reversible reaction. Reversible reaction will produce H2SO4 plus NO2NO. The next, this is for the process description of chamber process for producing sulfuric acid. All of you listen. Sulfur dioxide is obtained by burning sulfur or roasting pyrites. This is a very important word. The sulfur dioxide is obtained by burning sulfur or roasting pyrites. There are two functions of burner: to oxidize sulfur to maximum extent, and the next to produce a constant supply of gas containing maximum concentration of SO2. The burner of the furnace should expose large surface of the melted sulfur, and it should be provided with a secondary air in order to burn. This is necessary due to low heat of combustion and high vapor pressure of sulfur at about 400 degrees Celsius. The pyrites FeS2 decompose it into FeS and sulfur vapor. The latter oxidize to SO2 in the presence of excess air. The residual FeS also oxidized to Fe2O3 and SO2. Iron oxide Fe2O3 slightly catalyzes oxidation of SO2 to SO3. The burner gas should contain sufficient oxygen for carry out further oxidation of SO2 to SO3. Listen carefully, ma. The burner gases which contain SO2, N2, O2 and dust or fine particle of pyrites are passed through dust chamber, followed by control electrical precipitator or centrifugal separator in order to remove dust or fine particles of ore. What type of equipment used to remove the dust particle from sulfuric acid industry அப்படின்னா, that is nothing but centrifugal separator or electrical precipitator. The dust chambers are provided with horizontal cells or baffles, followed by filtration through crushed coke or similar material. Now, burner gases are passed through niter oven made up of cast iron. So, niter oven, what type of material used to made up of? That is, niter oven is made up of cast iron. So, note it down. In which equimolar proportion of NaNO3 and H2SO4 is heated, resulting nitric acid react with SO2 to give mixture of nitric oxide, that is NO, and nitrogen dioxide NO2, which are carried with burner gases. This is the flow sheet for production of sulfuric acid. The next, the continuation of process description. In modern plants, oxides of nitrogen are produced by passing mixture of ammonia and air through heated platinum gauge acting as a catalyst. What type of catalyst used? Platinum gauge. catalyst is used, same as manufacture of HNO3 by ammonia oxidation process. After passing burner gas to dust chamber and niter oven, they passes through the 5-meter square and 10 to 15-meter high Glover tower, which packed with flint stone, quartz style or acid resisting bricks. The packing in the tower is loosely stacked at the bottom of the facilitate mixing of hot gases. The hot burner gases passes up to the tower is at 450 to 650 degrees Celsius and dilute H2SO4 from the lead chamber and nitrosyl sulfuric acid from Gay-Lussac tower are made to trickle down the Glover tower by means of prayer. Here, burner gases are cooled down to 70 to 80 degrees Celsius. Dilute chamber is dilute chamber acid is concentrated up to 78 percentage, and nitrosyl sulfuric acid that is another name called as nitrous vitriol is denitrated by action of water. The tower is drawn off from the bottom of the tower and collected in the container called acid egg. The acid from base of Glover tower is cooled 40 degree Celsius by air coolers. What is the reason for obsolescence of the chamber process? What is the main reason? The overall reaction consisting of number of partial reaction which takes place in liquid phase. The development of surface which are covered in the liquid is a factor for fundamental importance in promoting synthesis of sulfuric acid. Maximum strength of sulfuric acid obtained by chamber process is 78 percentage. However, in manufacturing, some dyes and chemical process require more concentrated H2SO4. That's why the process is largely replaced by contact process. The main drawback is the concentration range is only 78 percentage. So that's why this process is absolute. The next process, the manufacturing of contact process. Almost all sulfuric acid manufactured by contact process because the chamber process is absolute. Why means it produces only 78 percentage concentration. The raw material of this production of sulfuric acid is sulfur and air. Sulfur dioxide or pyrites, that is FeS2 plus 70 kg, and air is 1450 to 2200 nanometer cube. There are sources of sulfur. There are 5 sources of sulfur. One is sulfur from mines, another one is sulfur or hydrogen sulfide recovered from petroleum desulfurization, recovery of sulfur dioxide from coal or oil burning public utility stack gases, and the next recovery of sulfur dioxide from melting of metal sulfate source, that is 2Bs plus 3O2, it gives 2BPO plus SO2. Fifth one, isolation of SO2 from pyrites. The reactions, the sulfuric acid production reactions, S plus O2 gives SO2, that SO2 react with O2. It is a reversible reaction to produce 2SO3. SO3 again react with water to produce H2SO4. The delta H value is minus 31.1 kilocalories. This is the black diagram for production of sulfuric acid using chamber process. So the process description. There are 2 steps of production of sulfuric acid using contact process. Note it down. This is very important question for GATE exams. Burning of sulfur. First step is burning of sulfur. Second step is catalytic oxidation of SO2 to SO3. And third step is hydrogen of SO3. The burning of sulfur. What will happen in burning of sulfur process? Burning of sulfur in the presence of dry air is carried out in sulfur pyrite burner as SO2 is needed for the catalytic oxidation and prevention of corrosion. The dry air is used in the combustion process. If sulfur contains carbonaceous impurities in the molten material, it has to be filtered to avoid poisoning the catalyst and forming water from burning hydrogen. So note it down. This line is very important. This is the flow sheet for manufacturing process of sulfuric acid. And second step is catalytic oxidation of SO2 to SO3. When using sulfur from sources 1 and 2, the purification of SO2 gas is normally not needed. Other sources of SO2 require bit. When using sulfur from sources 1 and 2, the purification of SO2 gas is normally not needed. Other sources of SO2 requires bed scrubbing followed by treatment of the gas with electrostatic precipitator to remove fine particles. The catalyst in this process, what type of catalyst is used to produce the sulfuric acid V2O5 vanadium pentoxide. The pressure range is 1.2 to 1.5 atmospheric pressure. Temperature is 450 degrees Celsius. If it rises above 450 degrees Celsius, the equilibrium is displayed away from SO3. The temperature should reach around 450 degrees Celsius for the catalyst to be activated. This process is strongly exothermic. You note it down, this is very important. This process is strongly exothermic reaction. The catalytic bed reacts in four-stage fixed bed. So next we move on to discuss the some important gate questions. In before that, the comparison of vanadium and platinum catalyst. The conversion is higher for vanadium catalyst used for production of sulfuric acid, and platinum it is lower and decrease with use. Investment is initially less, 5% replacement is required. High lower life and highly Frankel. Cost catalyst poisoning for vanadium catalyst relatively immune to poison. It is poison. Platinum used it is poison, especially by arsenic. Handling of SO2 less than 7 to 8%. High is 8 to 10%. Requirement per kg 100 kg 100% acid per day. Is 14 kg catalyst is required for vanadium pentoxide. The mass content is 7 to 8%. In this platinum catalyst 189 kg. These are now we going to discuss about gate questions. So first question, catalyst used for in the manufacture of sulfuric acid. What type of catalyst is used? Vanadium pentoxide V2O5. And second question is, and the second question is, cement mainly contains, for what? Cement mainly contains CaO, SiO2, Al2O3. You note it down. Cement mainly contains SaO, CaO, SiO2, Al2O3. And then in contact process, SO3 is observed in H2S 97%, H2SO4 and not in hot water. B. The answer is water forms an acid mist, which is difficult. The next question. The permanent hardness of water is due to permanent hardness of water is due to the sulfates and chlorides are present. The next contact process of sulfuric acid manufacturer self contact process produce it gives higher yields acid of higher concentration than chamber process. That is the answer. Next, widely used method for containing the chamber process boiler feed is hot lime soda process. Okay. So next question, note it down. Solvent, next gate question. Solvent used for extraction of oil is, what is the answer? Solvent used for extraction of oil is, the subdivisions are hexane, methyl ethyl ketone, furfural, none of this. So the answer is hexane. The next question is hydrogenation of oil does not remove double bonds, raise its melting point, improve its resistance to oxidation, and fourth subdivision is none of this. What is the answer, ma? Hydrogenation of oil does not improves its resistance to oxidation. The next question. Catalyst used in the hydrogenation of oil is nickel, platinum, iron, alumina. What is the answer? The catalyst used in the hydrogen of oil is nickel. Next, soaps removes dirt by, the subdivisions are increase the surface tension, decreasing wettability, supplying hydrophilic group, none of this. The answer is none of this. And next question, metallic soap is dash salt of fatty acid. The subdivisions are sodium, potassium, on our third one, both sodium and potassium. D option is aluminum or calcium. So the answer is metallic soap is aluminum or calcium salt for fatty acid production. The next question, the fat splitting catalyst is, the options are CaCO3, CaCO3 and ZNO3, Al2O3. The fourth option, D option is Fe. What is the answer? The fat splitting catalyst is zinc oxide, ZNO. Then next question is pre-alkali in a toilet soap is dash that in a more than or none of the laundry soap or less than or same. What is the answer? Pre-alkali in the toilet soap is less than that. So next question. Soap cannot be used with hot water because hot water soap cannot be used with hot water because das. The options are hot water contains sulfate. They from insoluble calcium soaps which precipitate. And third option is they attract back the removed dirt. And fourth option is none of these. So the answer is they form insoluble calcium soaps. Which then next question, builders are added in a soap to act as, the options are cleaning powder booster, anti redeposition agent, corrosion inhibitors. The answer is builders are added in a soap to act as a cleaning powder booster. Cleaning powder booster. Next question, biodegradable detergents are can be readily oxidized, pose problem in sewage plant, have an isopanic structure, and it should not be used in foils the cloth. The answer is biodegradable detergents. It can be readily oxidized. The next gate question is essential oils are usually obtained using steam distillation. Then the options are steam distillation, extractive distillation, solvent extraction, leaching. The answer is steam distillation. So the essential oils are usually obtained using steam distillation. Next, move on to next question. Plasticizers are added to paints. Make it, the options are make it corrosion resistant, make glossy surface, give elasticity and prevent cracking of the film. Fourth option, increase atmospheric oxidation. So the answer is C. That is, give elasticity and prevent cracking of the film. Okay, ma. Thank you. So next we will discuss more number of gate questions. Thank you.